Very good morning, class. In the last video, we talked about the different sectors of the economy. Okay, we saw the differences among primary, secondary, and tertiary sector. So today, I'm here to talk about the interdependence between the three sectors. What would be the interdependence level, or how they are interdependent um, into one to the other, or how is primary dependent on secondary, how is secondary dependent on tertiary, or how is tertiary dependent on primary. So how is this cycle of dependency helping each other? So what is the level of dependence, or what is the level of existence? How do they cooperate? How do they help each other? That we'll see. So interdependence between the three sectors. Page number 69, chapter number 6, main sectors of the Indian economy. Main sectors of the Indian economy, page number 69. I gave you homework to learn the differences between primary, secondary and tertiary. I hope you would have done your work, and you must be remembering the points which will help you out over here. If you remember the differences, key differences between primary, secondary and tertiary, that will help you out to understand the interdependence level, how each sector is interdependent on one to the other. So interdependence between the three sectors. See the paragraph. Though economic activities are grouped into three different sectors, they are highly interdependent and complementary to each other. Complementary means they are a helping hand to each other. I told you the life of one is not possible if it does not cooperate with, gets the cooperation from the other one. So in order to survive, in order to exist, there should be a cooperation among these sectors. The development of one sector depends on the other. Okay, it is not possible that without the cooperation one can develop, or one sector can develop. For example, the primary sector, which is mainly the agricultural sector, gets many agricultural inputs such as fertilizers, pesticides, pumps, pump sets, tractors, etc. from the secondary sector. Now here we are talking about the cooperation of the secondary to the primary. How is primary sector helped by the secondary sector? See, whatever work does the primary sector performs, it is all because of the secondary sector. Like inputs which are required by the primary sector or by the agricultural sector, such as fertilizers, pesticides, pump sets, tractors, etc., which comes from the secondary sector. Secondary sector is basically the manufacturer or producer of those services which supplies to the primary sector. Okay, and secondary sector also gets supply of raw materials such as cotton, jute, sugarcane, oilseed, wool from the primary sector. So what in return the primary sector returns to the secondary sector? All the parts which are to be given a bigger hand, or which are to wherein the value addition has to be done, are supplied by the primary sector. The examples are cotton, jute, sugarcane, oil seeds, wool, etc. Wheat, I gave you example yesterday. All these are transformed from one part to the other part. So that transformation takes place because of the primary sector. Similarly, both the primary and secondary sectors depend on the tertiary sector for services such as transport and communication services, banking and insurance facilities. Okay, so how is tertiary sector involved or is related to primary and secondary? Tertiary sector actually is the supplier of service. That is why it is known as the service sector or the delivery channel. So all these services which are required by the primary or secondary can only be possible when there is a other sector, when there is a third sector, that is called tertiary sector. So tertiary sector adds a flying wing to the primary and the secondary sector. Means all the modes of communications, all the modes of telecommunications or insurance or delivery channels are under the ambit of the tertiary sector. So tertiary sector is basically a helping hand to both primary and secondary sector. So it is a blessing for both primary and secondary sector. In its turn, tertiary sector also depends on the primary sector for food and on the secondary sector for computer, calculator, truck, stationery, etc. So how first part is, how is tertiary sector helping primary and secondary? By providing the delivery channels or providing the communication channels, insurance channels, the tertiary sector is helping primary and secondary sector. But how is primary and secondary sector helping the tertiary sector? Primary sector basically supplies the food materials, food parts that is required for the consumption is supplied by the primary sector to the tertiary sector, those who are working, and the secondary sector basically supplies the hardware part or the material part which are required by all. Okay, so there is a cross connection among these three sectors. All each of one requires the help of other. So their life, their existence is not possible if they do not cooperate. That is why these three sectors are known as the pillars of the economy. Why? Because on the basis of this, or on the base of this pillar only, the growth pattern or the building of growth is constructed. That is why the economy prospers, economy grows and develops. So it is very important that these three sectors are given equal participation, are given a equal help from each side, and the government points out a equal sort of investment onto each level. So class, I'll put a stop over here. Your duty would be, your homework would be to write down the differences between interdependence between primary, secondary and tertiary. You'll have to explain how each sector is interdependent onto the other sector, what they get and what is their basic uses. Thank you class.